No, I don't see anything. That's so weird because it shows that you were like. right. What is up, everyone?
Yep, me, TheSamFZ, and Zyul will be broadcasting today the DVS versus
Yeah.
Taipan Esports.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 5v5 crew battle show match. So this is probably gonna be very hyped. First two characters sent in are Mask and Inyaki for Taipan Esports.
So it shows a best of three, but okay. Here we go.
So to my knowledge of Mask was once on Taipan Esports' first SCS group. I think he is a plant
hmm
player, which everyone has their own opinion on Plant, but in my opinion, I think he's a pretty hype character to watch.
From playing the character, it's not too much. No, it's not too much for the character to offer. Yes, Patui, he has that amazing neutral B, but aside from that, like getting combos off of it, and, like getting the ledge traps, it's kind of like a telegraphed type of game plan. In my opinion, at least that's what it is.
Yeah, but Inyaki, I think more of a Ryu over Ken, but he is a Shoto player, so that's gonna be. I don't know which side this matchup goes on, but if
I could
it's
imagine Patui gives Plant a lot of outs. The fact that he's also a fast faller with like a weird hurt box kind of lets him SDI out and then just mash neutral B in order to like hit Ken or Ryu. But as long as like um the Shadow player can like keep it relatively short, like the combos, I mean, he could avoid a lot of the damage you can take from Patui, avoid Plant from pulling it out. But we're gonna have to see how it comes out. It is an online environment, so it is a bit different from what I'm used to.
yeah. So from that little knowledge, I think it can go really either way. It's just gonna be a skill battle. Whoever knows the
hmm
matchup better will probably come out on top in this match.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna. I have no clue what that means, but I'm gonna assume that's a Mask. Played a little bit with Inyaki earlier today. I think his name is Inyaki or PGP Inyaki,
All right.
but we'll have to see. And then they have to start their stages to be
hmm
banned. We can get straight into the first match. So, like always, I think that first match is always the second most important match besides the last match of the crew battle because it, uh,
hmm
geez Louise, because it can really show what one side has to offer for like counter pick or not counter picks for like player skill wise and whatnot, and it can really put
Exactly. It
a
could
crazy lead on a team.
yeah, that's the one thing you gotta sometimes think about when you're playing CB. So the first person is kind of the catalyst of which side is going to win. Of course, it doesn't always mean it because some teams, some crews that I've seen in the past have been able to make crazy wins off of super insane deficits, and we'll just see who is able to pull it up on top. Let's see if DVS got what it takes.
Certainly. Now I know DVS is also brand new to the Smash scene. I think they got their team, or they picked up their team within the last 2 to 3 weeks with a few additional players. But Taipan, it's been a while
Okay.
in the Smash scene.
hmm
So
I
yeah.
haven't been too. I haven't familiarized myself with the SES community.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I have completely like left online in the dust. I'm not gonna play that competitively,
Yeah.
but it's kind of nice seeing these games every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to cast them, just give them general output about what's going on in the game. what the mentality is when you're ahead, when you're behind. And it's definitely a little different in crew battles because you have to value every single stock.
Yeah, that is true. So
Just
we're just
waiting on that.
yeah, I
I
believe
don't
they're
know.
going to PS2 for the first stage. We're just waiting for
All
Naki
right.
to join the arena and start it up.
Okay. And time to head into the SES server for like the first time. My God.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Oh, you're looking for the chat we're using.
Yeah.
It's in our server. It's a little private chat. I'll add you real quick.
Oh no, that's all good then. I
Alright.
thought it was like in the SES server.
No. But there we go. PGP 60 is Inyaki. And then the
Okay.
other one is Mask. I've, I don't know how to say that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's Mask, yeah.
Mask. So here we go. We're going to start for the first
Hmm.
match of this crew battle. And it's going to be Ryu
Yeah.
against Plant. Both purple colorways. So that's going to be something.
Now I was thinking of this in my head. Ryu being more of like a zoner type, more zoner than Ken, he might have like the ability to like prevent Patui more often.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's gonna be keeping his distance, keeping a general game plan of waiting until he can actually get in. And in the meantime, oh, what's going
It's definitely very close so
on?
far. It's 60 to 52%. Oh, that's a straight.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, technical difficulties right now. But just a general input on the matchup. Just it's Ryu being able to call out Plant's positioning with neutral B, whether that be Shakunetsu or that be Hadoken. Generally, it's gonna be able to keep him from using Patui, keep him at bay from using a poison cloud in general. But the ledge trapping becomes really easy for Plant just because Patui can be put on the ledge, it can be placed there, and Ryu is forced to up B, of course, and his up B kind of doesn't latch onto ledge; it kind of pops up over the stage. So, keeping that in mind, this Plant player is going to be able to hit him just right there. I believe it's Mask, right?
Yeah, it
Oh
is
God, he's still doing
Mask.
it.
Yeah, I have no clue what it is. There we go. We
Oh,
fixed it. Yay. Alright, so
yes, there
far.
we go. All right.
Inyaki has a little bit of a percentage lead, but I still think it's anyone's game. It's two stocks, but Mask,
Mhm.
there we go. Inyaki with
There
a
you go.
good ledge defense
Yep.
right there.
It was a very large deficit there. I did not realize it was going to be that large of a deficit when we came back.
Yeah,
But
neither did
now,
I.
but you know what? You see this game plan. He's keeping his distance. He's making sure he's not going to be hit by Patui, punishing him right there for the poison cloud. Really good call out. But you got
Yeah.
to be a little careful when you're hanging on the ledge right there. You are going to be hit by Patui, any of these uh, out of disadvantage pokes with either down B or Patui. And you're gonna see that quite often with the character. Oh, okay. So now he's at 107.
Ooh, that's
He
gonna.
had to get that ledge trap, but that gotta hurt. That's gotta at least drain some mentality. But I mean, he's still ahead. 107. Mask has a lot to work with. He needs to get this down really fast. Good patience there.
Yeah, Mask really needs to try to start being more campier than this Ryu, if
Hmm.
possible. But so
He is
far,
doing it now.
yeah. Oh, side B
But oh yeah, nope,
does
not
not.
gonna do it. He does get the correct DI.
Yeah. And also, Mask
Down tilt.
being plant such a
Hmm.
heavy hitter here. Anything can still
Oh,
happen. 150% now off ledge.
I was a little scared. I thought
Yeah.
he kind of B reversed the up B like too far. He was gonna SD again,
Hmm.
but both players mixing their mark there. Okay, as we see that Patui coming in, just being able to trade really often. Not in this type of scenario when you're at this high of percent, it's really tough to make those trades. You're gonna most likely die from it.
Yeah, this is very
Goes for
nail
the high
biting right here.
recovery.
Oh
Good
my!
play. Good.
Has a
Oh my
grab,
God!
has a
Is it?
grab, down throw and wins. And
Oh
Yaki
my God.
gets a slight stock lead for Taipan Esports early here. It's now 13-12. Taipan Esports being in front. I gotta change the scores real quick. That was
What a
that
huge
huge.
fumble. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be another up smash coming from Maz, but he opts for the F smash, thinking that the he was thinking that the Tatsumaki was gonna be crossing him up on his shield, but he didn't need to do that if he just up smashed. He was on the plat right there.
Yeah.
A little bit of an unfortunate fumble coming from Maz, but fortunately for Taipan Esports, we are gonna get that. We are gonna get that grab. We're gonna get that down throw, and it's gonna kill off top. It killed off the top too.
Hmm.
I was kind of thinking if Shadows had a kill throw because I know usually they don't. The FGCs don't.
Hmm.
But
So
regardless, really good stuff.
yeah.
Hmm.
So far, yeah, this stock lead is going to mean it means more than what it looks like. It especially for counter picks and crew battles. If you have that one stock lead, and let's say DVS takes this next stock, we can send in, or Taipan Esports can send in anything that can like crazy terrorize what DVS is about to send in and make it even
Exactly.
larger stock lead. So we'll see what happens here. We're now currently waiting for DVS to send in their second character or player to the match.
Just taking a gander, seeing what the game plan is coming from our team. Seeing how we're going about stuff. Oh, I didn't realize this is in Yakwi.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So anyway, Jesus Louise, cannot speak. But uh, on DVS, there are a few cards they can pull out here that can really
Hmm.
terrorize Inuaki. I cannot speak. But it looks like
Hmm.
Squishy, the Min Min player, is being sent in
It's gonna be a really tough matchup. This is probably like the safe pick though.
for
It
DVS.
for DVS at least that this way they try to prevent and take getting another stock lost.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but of course we hope that Iñaki could at the very least take an extra stock for him, going positive on his record for the CB. Yeah, that's all you gotta kind of wish for. Sometimes you gotta wish to go positive. And if you, as long as your players keep going positive, obviously you're gonna end up on top.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, Min Min, very tough matchup for the Shotos. Like they cannot get in.
Yeah.
And usually what Ryu has to offer, he has or I guess just the Shotos in general, they usually have a or FGCs I mean. They usually have a projectile that forces you to pick an option and you basically go off of that option, see what they do, because it's a really different type of patience. But in terms of Min Min, you don't really have to care too much since you're just kind of throwing out your moves, you're throwing out your arms, and for the most part, it's just gonna break Hadoken, it's gonna break Shakunetsu. It's not gonna be a fun time for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely think at the right now that Ryu into Min Min is a lot tougher than Ken into Min Min because just the speed factor from Ken would definitely help him out.
Yeah. So here we go. Iñaki now has to SD twice before anything can happen.
Mhm.
And PS2 has
Yep.
been chosen for this round too.
Okay. Picking a rather bit larger stage.
Yeah.
If pretty decent platforms for Min Min actually.
Mm-hmm.
Sleepy a little,
A little
a
antsy.
little forgetful about what was gonna happen.
Yeah. Alright, there they go.
Okay.
Emotes on both sides, and they can start this match. Yeah, this
Okay.
is going to be hard for
Already in the ledge. Yep. He's gonna
Iñaki.
jump right there. Yep.
Ooh.
Gotta watch for when that Min Min is jumping.
Mm-hmm.
And even though in this with Ryu, you want to be able to back out some from time to time. You can't be giving that space to Min Min because if she gets that space, she's gonna be taking it way across the stage. You're gonna see her. She uses her tilts and she's just gonna jump. It's usually what most Min Mins do. It's really safe because you can just move with those tilts. I mean, what wouldn't you do with those tilts? You could get out of so many situations, and it just makes it super hard. There you go. He tried to capitalize on the jump, but couldn't really get much. I think specifically as the Shotos, or at least Ryu, you want to generally use uh something to catch landing instead of trying to just get the anti-air. You are a little bit slower than Ken, so in that case you're just trying to find a way in until you're trying to throw moves out until you find your way in. You're not trying to force your way in.
Yeah, and I agree with the Nair from Ram Ram from Min Min wins the game for
Uh,
DVS's player Squishy and makes the score tied at 12 to 12.
absolutely. That megawatt's strong. That Nair's yeah. That Nair scares me, man.
Yeah, especially for Iñaki, but he was scared for his life too.
Hmm.
So
So we're gonna
now,
have to see how there is a huge up a huge advantage for counter picks. Usually you're looking for any habits, any like patterns that your opponent might do. And for our counter pick, it's not even just a character, it's also that knowledge of what they're gonna do, right?
mm-hmm.
Just like you see you saw that Min Min, he was doing a couple options, and now the next Taipan player could come in. He could catch a lot of those habits, a lot of those options that the Min Min likes to do, and just absolutely capitalize on them.
Yeah. So now we're waiting for Taipan Esports to send their next character. Definitely has to be a fast player to get around those arms to get hits off of Min Min. So now we gotta check out what's happening. But there are a few characters in stock, I think, that can kill Min Min. But we'll see who's on, who's ready to fight.
Okay.
So yeah, well, it looks like we're still waiting.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. We are winning just slightly. Wonder if it's getting a little tough to like get our person in.
Hmm. So now, yeah, we're just people deciding if they want to play against a Min online. Just one of the harder characters.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
So yeah,
Just waiting, seeing who we're gonna send in right now. Inman is one of the tougher matchups, especially online, since you can't really react to too much. But I mean, generally online, it's a bunch of just patterns that you have to catch on to. Make sure you're reading those. Make sure you're getting the correct reads, and the proper reads as well. Making sure you're doing your proper punishes and so on and so forth.
yeah, just those arms
Okay.
are the worst part of Min. I mean, it's the only way they attack, but those arms
Hmm.
online are crazy. They're fast, and they can go through platforms. Powerful too.
Hmm. Doesn't mean they aren't predictable. Usually, the min's going to be sitting up the wall with them anyways, so you just got to kind of assume that they're going to dole it out, keep you away.
Hmm. So it looks like Luke Cheeto has been sent in. Now Luke Cheeto,
Okay.
uh, as on the Taipan Esports YouTube channel, has beaten HBox in a tourney bracket match. It's pretty hyped to watch. Well, let's see what they can do against Min here.
Mm, I
I don't.
definitely think Hbox is one of the hyper wins to get, like the
Mm-hmm.
most, like one of the more hype wins. I don't think it's like the best, like one of the best wins, just because Hbox isn't that versed in Ultimate, but it's definitely a hype. It's definitely a hype win to get. Definitely one that you can have under your belt. One that you can, you say you've done. You beat Hbox. That's good enough. Here we are. We're gonna go. I don't know the stage, so we're gonna have to see right here. Probably gonna be a smaller stage, maybe
It's actually
Smashville, maybe
PS2
Battlefield.
has been chosen. If I read it right, yeah, PS2
Oh,
been
okay.
chosen 3 times in a
PS2.
row. And I know Min destroys on the stage. They have the platforms and they have
Exactly.
the
Oh,
long
we're
arena.
gonna get a ladder. Nope. A little bit too of a high percent. Gets
Luke
another nair.
Cheeto.
Doesn't quite hold his not his ground, I guess, because he's there in the air. He doesn't quite hold his spot. He could have stayed on the ledge, spammed a little bit more nair. Up throw here is gonna get him the position.
Oh
And
my.
wow, that
Luke
neutral beat just
Cheeto is
barely
popping off
hitting.
here. Oh, the side beat off of ledge to kill Min for the first stock.
Mhm.
That was hype.
That dimensional cape is gonna be really good to get around those arms. Okay, fair there.
We got the
He is
grab.
DIing out, so that is good. Doesn't quite get the up there. He is missing a lot of his ladders early on, but he will have to capitalize on this edge trap. Okay,
Yeah, right there. Hurt him a
good
lot.
side B to get back on the stage. And you're gonna see a lot of this KP use. It lets him get in for free, especially when Minmin has all these arms out already. And there we go. Just only 45%. Let's see if Luke could get a pretty spicy ladder. Oh, good. Wait, knowing he was gonna roll there, but doesn't quite get the punish. Good reaction to missing that up air.
Yeah, only at 69%. And with a 2-stock lead, Luke Cheeto doing what a Meta Knight does and gets a
Oh,
clean 3-stock. 12-9 Taipan Esports favored. And we're already down to single digits for DVS.
absolutely.
Yeah, that was definitely a one-sided match, but it is the matchup, and that's why that one stock advantage
Hmm.
was worth so much there.
Exactly. Honestly, I would definitely see that this character definitely stuffs out Min Min. As you saw in the whole game, Luke didn't give him a second to breathe. Absolutely, like just keeping him in the corner, staying up to him, not giving him a chance to ever pull out those arms. And if he did, he would just go completely high. He didn't need to interact with her. He would just avoid her and then finally go in when she's in end lag.
Yeah, definitely. So now DVS has a chance to counterpick against Luke Cheeto. Let's see who they do. And I honestly expected Minmin to do a little more because that PS2 stage works wonders for
Hmm.
the character.
But I mean, it's not a bad stage for MK either. Has those platforms for those extensions, and overall, you're probably gonna get those edge guards more often than not. You're gonna use that nair to prevent those tether recoveries. You're gonna use fair dare to follow up on anything off stage. So it's just gonna be a rough time for a character with a bad disadvantage as Min Min to ever get back on stage.
Yeah, so
Let me just stand up. Quick, sit up, I mean.
that was, I think, very hype from Meta Knight. Just outran
Is
the
hmm
situation. So now they send in Blaze SSBU into the battle against Meta Knight Lucido. And if I remember correctly, Blaze might be a Spacey. I think. Blaze, yeah, he's a wolf. So both fast characters. I think this kinda goes even, right?
Mm, what is Blaze's character again?
Wolf, wolf.
Wolf. Mm, I definitely do think that Wolf has the upper hand in this, but then again, that edge guarding from Meta Knight is just really good in general. He does have to watch for flash, which could catch him off guard, but I think overall Wolf has a much harder time getting off a disadvantage against him than he normally would.
And small battlefield is the stadium chosen here.
Okay, so he's looking for rather earlier kills, I suppose, with Wolf. I mean, those
Yeah.
smash attacks, that down smash, F smash, back air, even really strong moves will end your stock really fast, really early.
Certainly. So here we go.
I
Blaze
mean,
against Luchito.
there's three stocks a piece for both of these players. That's kind of scary to go in, especially when when you're super behind. And he doesn't actually go for Wolf. He goes for Fox. I can't imagine this matchup is that good. I mean, sure, Blaze can get in, and as soon as he gets his small little combos, he's gonna have an easier time. But
Is he already
this,
SD? Oh, close to it.
no, that's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
he was completely fine. It was just a matter of if Luchito was able to ledge trap that, but Lucia a little too far for that nudge trap there.
Hmm. So
He needs to
62%,
position himself.
yeah, 62% already to Blaze. A little bit of a percentage advantage for Luchito though, but still very early in this
Hmm.
game. Anything can happen.
Exactly. It's not too much. There you go. Gets a dash attack, but doesn't get to capitalize off of it. Fast smash right there. Yep. That is one of the main strengths that you have as Meta Knight against in this matchup
Hmm.
because you can just kind of hold it at the ledge and he just kind of dies. Well, back air there. That's it. Yep.
Oh gosh, Luchito.
Jeez.
Bro, I looked away for like a few seconds and just it's Luchito.
I mean, I guess the main thing about this matchup, right, is that you can't really ladder combo him, but because he's like small, he's fast volley. But I mean, you're seeing Luchito. He's just kind of taking advantage of whenever Blaze is off stage, either edge guarding him or just completely ledge trapping him, two framing him. But
Hmm.
here we go. Blaze's turn. He doesn't opt to go for a ledge trap. He kind of just sits back, waiting for something to happen. But you really can't be doing that. You're behind. You can't be giving them all this space. You have to push for a stock.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, but it is a scary situation for Blaze right
Hmm.
now,
And there you
especially
go
when you're off
again.
of ledge like that situation right there, and Luchito wins another three stock.
Jeez,
Luchito kind of
looking
popping
like
off.
looking like it might just be looking like it might just be a clean sweep from Lucido.
It's looking like it definitely, but DVS might have something in their bag for a tank, and might be showing soon because it is now 6-12. Taipan Esports winning, which is a very bad situation for DVS. But I know they have a few big names on their team like Space Miner, the Toon Link. So,
Sorry?
oh no, not you, not you. I was just thinking
No.
what to say for a second.
It's
But yeah, now DVS.
all good.
No problem. So now DVS has to send in another character, which will be their second to last character in this grid battle.
Hmm. Only having six stocks. It's there. I mean, they only have the half amount of stocks that we do. Kind of a really stressful situation, I imagine. We're
Yeah.
going through their counter picks, we're going through their characters. I mean, at this point, we're gonna have more leisure going in, sending in characters, but
Hmm. So now
it just depends.
Shayado.
Hmm.
I cannot speak English.
Shayado.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. And I believe it's a sortie.
All right.
Maybe Ike or
I
something.
mean, generally in the matchup, it doesn't really matter too much
Yeah, I think both
because,
fast characters. So.
mhm, exactly. Meta Knight also being kind of small, like he's able to just kind of slide in, especially the way he wants to approach with either dash attack to catch like a short hop, or maybe just a really bad option, be able to just punish with it. And I mean, just in general, MK can kind of just like dare camp in the air.
Hmm. All right. So yeah. So definitely a sortie. I'm gonna assume Ike or Cloud.
All right.
I've seen him in crew battles before when I've been streaming. But there you go. Unbreakable, aka Shyoda, been sent in Cloud straight into the match. Um,
I think it's just gonna be another PS2 match. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, PS2 used 4 times.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's technically five at this point.
Oh
Like
no,
small
small
battles, it
battle.
wasn't. Oh,
I
okay.
forgot about
You
last
see,
match. That went so fast.
technically PS2.
Yeah, but small, tiny PS2. So
Exactly. But I mean, all right. good stuff to Shiotto here. He is keeping his space. He knows he has to make sure he can't let Meta Knight get on him. And he probably has noticed what Luke Cheeto has done to his former teammates who are now long gone into the graveyard known as the blast zone.
Mhm.
But he's doing an amazing job just keeping them away right now.
Yeah, already a 62% lead with the limit and has him in a grab. It's not a good situation right now for Luke Cheeto. Shields his limit attack, but 90% and Cloud being one of the heavier hitters. Something is going to
Hmm.
happen soon to Luke Cheeto's stock, I think.
Okay. Does have to go for that up smash. Wow, I didn't think he would have like that little end lag landing with that neutral B. But I think now at this point, up smash will finish out of stock. He does have that limit charge up. Only 15 seconds total of it though. He does decide to burn it there. Tries to make a call out, trying to call out where Luke Cheeto's trying to land, but doesn't quite get it.
Alright, here we go. Luke
Mm,
Cheeto at 130%. Trying to run around, trying to get away from this Cloud. Doesn't want to die.
a really good back though. You saw he almost he barely dodged like a couple aerials. Yep, there we go. That's the matchup. Finally, Luke finally being able to get a an opening there to be able to take stock, but what was
Yeah, it's a very close match.
Sonato? It was Sonato, right?
Shayado. Shyado.
Shiado.
Shayado, I think. Cannot pronounce,
Okay.
but
Oh,
there we go. Luchito up one stock and
oh my God. What an unfortunate SD. The main issue about online, the air dodge buffer is always going to be an issue.
yeah. So 73% Luchito. Now
I
gets a
mean, he's not going to
grab.
take too much from that ledge trap right there.
Yeah.
Shiado is going to unfortunately drop it. I really would like to see a lot more edge guards coming from like everyone in general. I mean, not edge guards, ledge traps. Just being a little bit more patient on the ledge, making sure they can hold on to this advantage state. Because as soon as you drop that ledge trap and your opponent gets back to center stage, I mean, it's back to neutral. So you would have to fight again just to get another hit in.
Yeah.
Really close up smash there, but MK being really safe in general is able to like just shield it right there.
Yeah, especially as we see in the last stock from Luchito. He can survive at high percents. He knows how to get around these swords or sword swings.
Hmm.
But there we go. Does not
Oh,
kill. I
not
thought that
quite.
was gonna kill.
Not quite.
Oh, up
No, not
smash
at that percent.
kills.
Okay, but that
Luchito.
does. I almost thought that wasn't gonna kill.
Yeah, that would have been something else if that up smash did not kill though. But Luchito does his thing again.
Perfect. I mean, just immaculate play there. He took advantage of when Cloud was in disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a play on words, I guess. Now
Yeah.
he took whenever Cloud was off stage to a whole stock. I mean, he did it twice, and right there he might not have to use the edge guarding, but he did get a really solid read. He got a solid punish, and just being able to take the stock right there with only losing one. I mean, DVS is already on their last player. It's gotta be scary if you're down 3-11.
Mm-hmm. So now updating the score sheet. And Goom has been sent in. I actually do not know what Goom plays. So we gotta see what's happening. joint, jeez Louise, Goom joins the arena. Town has been sent in, and it's a Bowser. Now, I know DVS has 2 to 3 Bowser players, but Bowser is a big character, and Luchito
Well,
has Meta Knight, which is a fast character. So,
I mean, really combo heavy character too. It's gonna be really easy to get those ladder combos, especially on a character like Bowser. We're probably not gonna see a lot of kills off the top, but we're probably gonna see a lot of kills off the side. Yep, here we go. Doesn't get it though. That
indeed.
SDI is really good against this character in general. Upbeat doesn't get too much, gets punished by a back air there. But I mean, Goom is just getting overrun right now.
Yeah, 109% Goom, but Goom is a heavy character. It's Bowser. And also heavy hitting, so a few hits to Meta Knight is gone, but this offstage hit. And this is also DVS's last player character. And Luchito's already down 1 stock.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta
Absolutely
see.
good retaliation coming from Goom right there. Using that, knowing he was gonna be there, use that back air. But we're gonna have to see what he does here for the large guard. Nope.
Try to mix it up there, but kind of pays for it. But Goom, 57%, 59%.
Ooh, almost gets a
Yeah.
little bit of a drag down.
hmm
Let's see. Ooh, not quite getting the read there. He really did try to go in for something. He tries to go for it again, but he's not quite exactly in Goom's head right now. He doesn't. It's a little bit harder to do offline, online. I feel as well, just because you're not reacting a lot of the time. You're usually calling stuff out really hard, and if you're doing that most of the time, your opponent has just enough time to be able to see that and be able to choose a different option there.
Yeah, certainly. But Goom has been a player to almost, or I guess he still has 2 stocks, so he has still a chance to take down Luchito, as he does there.
Good.
Oh, it does
No,
not.
not
Oh,
quite.
try to
Yeah,
plan it out.
especially it may be Tom, but he's not gonna die off the side at the middle plat right there.
Whew.
Good retaliation from Luke.
Yeah,
You do
Luchito.
have to watch for that cape.
Luchito only at 1 stock, and high percents too. It's basically a 1 hit for Bowser if he can hit him though. Goom now at 25, and there we go. Front air to
Yep, just
Goom wins.
finally being able to take out Luke right there. But Goom had to fight really hard for that. Just trying to weave around Meta Knight, trying to make sure he doesn't get edge guarded as often, and he held on to his last stock relatively well.
Yeah.
But you saw as soon as like Luke would be taking one of his stocks, he'd know exactly just how to retaliate, know exactly where Luke's gonna be, and fortunately does put a little bit of a dent into Taipan's life total, stock total, player total.
hmm
Not quite sure what it would be right here. We are down to 9 now.
Yeah, it is 9-1, I think. Yeah, 9-1. And this might be the last game of the crew battle.
This
And
may be. I mean, you're at 1 stock. You got to take 9 more. That's a
yeah.
huge, huge. What's the saying? It's definitely a lot to chew off.
Uh, Bite off more you can chew, more than you can chew, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the one I was thinking. Couldn't quite remember it.
That's
So
right.
he has to try it. He has to.
Yeah. But especially now, Taipan Esports has the counter pick advantage. So it looks like
Hmm.
Solar has been sent in. And we'll see what is happening.
One moment.
is being chosen right now. And we'll see. Now, Solar is one of the few characters that, or players that is allowed to switch characters or use a different character on Taipan.
Now,
So,
what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Like,
Zyul,
does he
no,
not have like a main
he has a
character? Or?
main. He has like a few mains. Kazuya being one of them.
Okay.
But I know he plays
Oh yeah.
Shotos too.
Okay, so he plays the FGCs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
all three FGCs.
Well, technically there's four now, including Terry, of course.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Terry. Here we go. Goom needs to SD twice. There we go. And then we can get straight into this
Perfect.
match. So it's a 1-stock Bowser against a 3-stock Kazuya.
Oh. And this is scary because as soon as Kazuya gets one EWF, Electric Wind Godfist, right? It's over. It's curtains for Bowser. That's it. Yep.
The grab.
Oh,
It's a
he doesn't get
26%.
he doesn't get the electric though.
Yeah,
He
that.
needs to get that because as soon as he gets that, it's an infinite on Bowser.
Mm-hmm. So here we go.
Here we
Goom
go.
at 75. But
Okay.
Kazuya is also a heavy character and a heavy hitting one too. 75 to 65 now. It's gonna
And he
be.
has a lot of confirms off of those electrics. He's able to get whole stocks even just from small combos.
Yeah. Goom at 75%. Also, Bowser being one of the harder characters to kill because of how heavy they are. It's gonna be definitely a match to.
But then again, it is Kazuya.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And in the
I am gonna keep
rage.
saying it. Mm-hmm.
142 Bowser off ledge. There we go.
Huh?
Taipan
Oh wow,
Esports.
just a quick little nair.
Yeah, Taipan Esports beats DVS in a 5v5 career battle. And
I mean,
Taipan
only losing
Esports.
two of their players.
Yeah, only
Crazy.
three. Solar was the third, but yeah.
Well, no, losing two players.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But Taipan Esports comes out on top, kind of sweeping DVS in a not sweeping. It's not a perfect sweep, but
It's not a perfect sweep,
definitely
but Luke
destroys
was
DVS.
definitely. Yeah, Luke was definitely on his A game today.
Luke and
Played
Inyaki too.
immaculately.
Inyaki
Inyaki,
being a starter,
definitely.
taking 3 stocks, I think is
Mm-hmm.
pretty well played.
I mean, that's just all you gotta hope. You gotta at least go even to make sure you're not being a hindrance for your players, for your teammates. You gotta make sure you at least keep it even. Make sure you're letting them get the counter picks, or even just putting them in the advantage of having like extra stocks on us for your team, or just in general. Like I've said, counter picks, letting your teammates get the stage picks that they want is super crucial, especially in a format like a crow battle.
Yeah, certainly. So yeah, that does it. Luke Cheeto, indefinitely being the MVP for Taipan Esports, and then Goom with 2 stocks, being DVS's MVP of this match.
Wow, seriously?
Yeah.
I think they had two. I believe their first player also took 2 stocks.
Yes, they did. Yeah. Luke Cheeto taking, let me do math, 9, 11 stocks. So
Yeah,
more than half of
because
this crew battle.
Inyuki only had 1 stock going up against into the Min. So it was their first player. I believe it was Mask. Yep, Mask, and then their last player there, Goom. I mean, still though, you have to give it up for DVS. They put in their all. They try to put up a fight, and they did as best as they could. They could definitely look back at this. They could look to improve a lot. Definitely look to learn the Meta Knight matchup. Even though it's a sort of an uncommon one.
Definitely is. So,
But anyways,
yeah, great games from both sides.
yep, that was the CB, folks.
Yeah. So now we'll be rating one of our content creators. If you want to keep by or stay by.
Make
Uh,
sure you're following us on Taipan
oh yeah,
Business
that too.
if you haven't already. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
We're streaming every now and then. We have a Monday online weekly. I will be casting most of them. Don't know how many I'll be casting, but I'll try. We'll be doing a CBs every now and then as well, like we have today. Just stay tuned. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you hit that bell for those notifications,
Yeah.
so you can keep be notified about whenever we stream.
So we are going to raid Allied Esports. They
Oh,
are
perfect.
streaming Fortnite right now. And yeah, appreciate
Yeah.
I appreciate everyone that stopped by. I gotta add this thing here. I am trying to. Where is it? Here it is. Raid Allied Esports. You guys go over there. Appreciate everyone again for coming by. I don't know why it canceled the raid. Raid Allied Esports. And yeah. Why is it? I'm not gonna touch it now. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. This was TheSamFZ and Zyul streaming Taipan Esports 5v5 DVS against Taipan. Yeah, DVS against Taipan Esports Showmatch. Alright.
Oh, right now. Yeah, you can right now.
Yeah.